All right, for more on this, we're now joined by Asha Castleberry, U.S. National Security and Foreign Policy expert. She's a former senior advisor, Bureau of Near Eastern Affairs at the U.S. Department and former Kuwait desk officer at the U.S. Army Central. Thank you so much for joining us on WION The World is One.
Thank you.
Of course, now we've been hearing the statements that have been coming out of the United States, with U.S. President Donald Trump first saying that the United States now has complete control over the skies of Iran. In a response to that, we saw that Iran says that it has launched some missile attacks over Iran, saying that it has control over its skies still, which seems to be, of course, a direct response to Trump's comments. Also, we are hearing that he wants absolute surrender. That being said, one, how do you see the role of the United States in this conflict?
Well, the United States is definitely interested in a ceasefire, pretty much achieving peace between the two, making sure that diplomacy is being restored. Unfortunately, there's going to be some struggles or difficulties along this way because compared to the conflict from last year versus this year, this is definitely more escalatory. And on top of that, the issues involving Iranians' nuclear ambition or program right now is looking a lot more closer in terms of becoming a nuclear state. And this is why the conflict initiated, where you had Israel targeting nuclear facilities. So I must say the United States, they're going to try aggressively to make sure that there's a ceasefire as soon as possible, because it is the current administration's strategic interest to, end this conflict.
Right, and also, you are a former Kuwait desk officer, and maybe you'd be interesting to hear this from you. Now, Netanyahu has claimed that the current war could facilitate the Abraham Accords normalization agreement between Israel and Arab states. Meanwhile, Qatar's spokesperson at Qatar has said, foreign ministry has said and warned that Israel's action would have very dire repercussions for the region. What do you make of these statements? They seem to be contradictory.
Well, looking at President Trump's visit to the region prior to the conflict, there was a lot that played out with regards to GCC states, and there was a strategic interest as far as looking into expanding the Abraham Accords, making sure that there was more peace between Israel and Arab states. So what you're seeing now that is being played out is that is harder to maintain right now as we're dealing with Iran. So, of course, with regards to statements, they're going to conflict because this is a challenging moment right now for GCC states and other Arab countries that are part of the Abraham Accords, and they're trying to figure out how do we bring both countries to the table, because in terms of looking at it as a balancing approach.
Right now, speaking of escalation as well, we know the situation in West Asia remains tense at the moment, and that's a gross understatement as well. We've also said that Trump has said that he knows exactly where Iran's Supreme Leader Khamenei is hiding, but will not take him out yet. And of course, we've also heard from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu when he was asked whether or not that could lead to further escalation, where he said this will not escalate this conflict, it will end it. So how do you assess these statements?
Also, I would like to just add to that, Khamenei has also replied saying that we must give a strong response to a terrorist Zionist regime. We will show the Zionists no mercy. This comes after Trump had warned that he might take out Khamenei, but not as of now.
Well, looking at the situation right now, in the beginning, Israel actually successfully targeted the leadership within the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, so they have the capabilities to do so. I think with regards to the language that is being promoted, it's a way to build an informational deterrence as a way to bring Iran to the table and try to achieve a ceasefire. So with regards to being offensive or aggressive, I think it's just a tactic to say, if we continue this, we will look into targeting key leadership, and the fall of a key leader like that is definitely significant within Iran. I think, if anything, will create more instability within Iran, and then create more malign activities that will proliferate throughout the region. So right now, I think the strategic interest between Israel and the United States is to deter Iran, bring to the table, achieve a ceasefire, and then a pathway to peace between the two countries.
All right. Well, Ms. Castleberry, thank you so much for joining us on World DNA with your insights on this.